What if the future collided with the past in the most unexpected way? Imagine a world where Boruto Uzumaki wasn't born into an era of peace and technology, but instead into the raw, untamed Konoha of young Naruto's time. This isn't just a simple timeline shift. It's a seismic event that would reshape the very foundations of the ninja world we thought we knew. This is a story of two eras clashing, a collision of destinies that would ripple through every major event. It's a thought experiment that promises to redefine heroism, legacy, and the path to peace. Get ready to dive deep into a what-if scenario that changes everything. Picture it, the bustling streets of early Konoha, the vibrant energy of the Ninja Academy. We see young Naruto, a whirlwind of orange and mischief, pulling pranks and dreaming of becoming Hokage. But this time, he's not alone in his quest for attention. Standing right beside him, perhaps even outshining him in some ways, is Boruto Uzumaki. Both are bundles of boundless energy, determined to make their mark, though their motivations stem from vastly different places. They share that mischievous spark, that undeniable Uzumaki spirit. Their rivalry in the academy would be legendary, a constant battle for recognition and the top spot. Naruto, the ostracized orphan, carries the heavy burden of the Nine Tails, desperate for acknowledgement from a village that fears him. His legacy is one of isolation and misunderstanding. Boruto, however, carries a different kind of burden. He's the son of the future 7th Hokage, a prodigy in his own right, but one who struggles to escape the shadow of a father he hasn't even met yet. His legacy is one of immense expectation, a pressure to live up to a greatness that hasn't fully manifested. Despite their differing struggles, a shared desire to prove themselves fuels both boys. This intense, competitive dynamic would push them to their absolute limits, forcing them to innovate and grow at an accelerated pace. Their combined ambition would create an unstoppable force, shaping their early development in profound ways. Now, let's introduce the game changers: Boruto's advanced ninja technology and the mysterious karma mark. Imagine a young Boruto, perhaps unknowingly, activating a scientific ninja tool in the academy, or the karma mark flaring to life during a sparring match. The shockwaves would be immediate and profound. Early Konoha, steeped in tradition and ancient jutsu, would be utterly bewildered. Scientific ninja tools, like the kote, would seem like magic, an alien concept in a world where hand signs and chakra control are paramount. The karma mark, with its strange patterns and immense power, would be an enigma, a terrifying unknown. The reactions from the villagers would range from awe to outright fear, mirroring some of the prejudice Naruto faced. The Hokage, Hiruzen Sarutobi, would be deeply concerned, seeking to understand this unprecedented power. Even the legendary Sannin, Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Orochimaru, would be captivated, their scientific and investigative minds piqued by Boruto's unique abilities. This scenario opens up incredible training opportunities for Boruto. Imagine him learning the Rasengan directly from Jiraiya, or mastering medical ninjutsu under Tsunade's tutelage. Kakashi, with his Sharingan and strategic genius, would find a fascinating new student in Boruto, one who thinks outside the traditional ninja box. The knowledge exchange would be a two-way street. Boruto would absorb the wisdom and experience of these legendary ninja, gaining a deeper understanding of the shinobi world's history and its core principles. In return, he would introduce them to his futuristic techniques, perhaps even demonstrating the potential of scientific ninja tools or the raw power of the karma. This clash of eras would also be a source of both conflict and humor. Picture Jiraiya, the perverted sage, trying to comprehend Boruto's reliance on gadgets instead of pure chakra. The generational gap would lead to hilarious misunderstandings, but also serious debates about the future of ninja warfare. With Boruto in the picture, the iconic Chunin exams would transform into an unprecedented spectacle. It wouldn't just be a test of skill, it would become a battleground where the old ways of shinobi clash with the new. Boruto's advanced skills, perhaps even his scientific ninja tools, would challenge every established norm. His presence would force the examiners and participants alike to confront what it truly means to be a ninja. Would his reliance on technology be seen as cheating, or as a revolutionary step forward. The entire structure of the exams and the perception of strength would be irrevocably altered. The Sasuke retrieval arc, a pivotal moment in Naruto's journey, would be drastically different. Boruto's unique abilities, especially the Karma Mark, could potentially shift the balance of power in critical confrontations. Would he be able to track Sasuke more effectively, or even stand toe-to-toe with the Sound Four? His involvement could lead to a swifter retrieval, or perhaps an even more complicated chase, depending on how his powers manifest. The emotional stakes would remain, but the tactical landscape would be completely redrawn, potentially preventing Sasuke's defection or changing its outcome entirely. Akatsuki battles, already intense and world-altering, would become even more complex and dangerous. Imagine Boruto facing off against members like Itachi or Kisame, his Karma Mark and unique abilities adding an unpredictable element to their formidable powers. Would his future knowledge give him an edge? His presence could provide crucial intelligence or unexpected power boosts, potentially altering the outcomes of these devastating encounters. The Akatsuki, accustomed to traditional ninja warfare, would be blindsided by Boruto's futuristic approach, forcing them to adapt in ways they never anticipated. At the heart of this alternate timeline lies a profound core conflict: the clash between Boruto's modern ideals and the deeply entrenched traditions of the old shinobi world. Boruto, hailing from an era of relative peace and technological advancement, embodies a desire for a more peaceful future, one where brute force isn't always the answer. He would question the necessity of constant warfare, the rigid hierarchy of ninja villages, and the reliance on destructive jutsu. His perspective, shaped by a world that has moved beyond many of these struggles, would be a stark contrast to the hardened realities of Naruto's era. He might even advocate for technology as a means to avoid conflict. This generational friction would create significant tension with the older generation of ninja. Hiruzen, Jiraiya, and even Kakashi would be forced to confront their long-held beliefs about what it means to be a shinobi. Boruto's questioning of traditional methods would challenge their very understanding of their world. Would they see his ideas as naive or as a glimpse into a potential future? This friction would compel them to adapt, to consider new perspectives, and perhaps even to accelerate the evolution of the ninja world. It's a powerful narrative about progress versus tradition and the difficult choices that define a generation. This what-if scenario paints a vivid picture of a ninja world transformed. Imagine the epic battles, the unexpected alliances, and the profound character development that would unfold. The very fabric of the Naruto story from its earliest days would be rewoven with threads of the future. Could two Uzumaki prodigies, one burdened by the past and the other by the future, truly coexist? Or would their differing ideals and powers inevitably lead to a clash that reshapes everything? The ultimate impact of Boruto's presence in Naruto's era is a question that lingers, a tantalizing possibility. This alternate timeline offers endless possibilities, a rich tapestry of drama, nostalgia, and speculative wonder. It forces us to consider how a single change can ripple through history, creating a future that is both familiar and utterly new. The ninja world would never be the same.